Hello, hello everyone. We're gonna do something really different for this channel and something I haven't done in a long time. Like think before COVID. We are going to do some canning. I'm gonna do some jelly, but not just any jelly. I'm gonna make some lemon verbena jelly. Now I have a couple different reasons for this. I kind of hate to do it because it's going to mean taking quite a few leaves off of this plant, but lemon verbena also doesn't really overwinter in East Tennessee very well. We do occasionally get a cold snap in the winter and that'll just kill it right off. So I don't want to waste the plant, and I think maybe this jelly might be the best way to preserve it. So as much as it pains me, I'm going to start cutting on this plant. We need 2 packed cups of leaves, so I will be cramming them into this Pyrex, and hopefully I'll still have at least a little bit left. And that's what I've got left, so still enough for an occasional cup of tea. And that's kind of the hardest thing at the end of a growing season, is kind of saying goodbye to all the plants you cared for so much in the last several months. But at least we're putting it to some good use. So let's go ahead and take this inside, and we've got jelly to make. Now the 2 cups of leaves are in 4 cups of water. I'm going to bring this to a boil because we want to actually steep this to make a lemon verbena tea. And while that's going, I also turned on my water bath canner because I want to get the sterilization process started for my jelly jars in there. And then you'll also need another small saucepan for your lids. This will bring to just a simmer, not a boil, but that will make sure everything is nice and clean and hot. And I'm also one of those that likes to lay out everything that I'm going to need beforehand. So I've already got the plate, a towel, we've got our pectin. This is the 5 cups of sugar that's gonna go in there. And this is going to help us strain the tea. So I think we've got everything ready, and now we just have to sit here and wait on this. All right, I've had this steeping for probably about 15 minutes, so I'm gonna go ahead and strain all of this out. And that was lucky for me. I got the exact 3.5 cups that I needed. So this is gonna go into this pan. Now I did wash this pan just so we wouldn't have any contamination from the leaves. We're also gonna add our lemon juice. And our all-important box of pectin. And now we play a waiting game again. We just gotta bring this to a boil before we can add our sugar. We've got us a rolling boil, so it's sugar time. Let's get this whole thing in there. And now this is going to get dissolved, brought to yet another rolling boil, and then we'll let that boil for 1 minute. And don't forget to check the description box below because I will have this recipe there, but I'll also have a link to the blog that I actually got this recipe from, because lemon verbena jelly is not something that you normally find in a ball canning book. And here's where we worked fast. This was a bowling royal. We've got hot jelly, hot lids, and we certainly have hot jars. So we're ready to go. And I am so excited. I got 6 jars of this jelly. Now we're just gonna put the lid on this, bring it to a true boil, and process that for 10 minutes. And by the way, I did try some of it because you can see I still have a little bit left in the pan that's just gonna be scraped up and put in my refrigerator. But it is fantastic. I will be making this jelly again when I get another lemon verbena plant next year, because this jelly is so citrusy and sweet and just wonderful. I absolutely love it. So if you can get your hands on a lemon verbena plant, I highly suggest you make this jelly, because man, to put on a biscuit or something, oh my gosh, it's gonna be so good. And processing is done, so let's get these babies out. Ooh, isn't that beautiful? So nice and clear too. And if you heard those pops, you can see they're already starting to seal, so that's a really good sign. So there's the lemon verbena jelly. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I know it was a little bit different, but I kind of want to get back into canning again. I think that's a really good way to preserve a lot of the herbs that I may have in the garden. I remember years ago making mint jelly, and it was really good. Maybe I'll have to be on the lookout for some more, because this was really fun and I'm glad that I got back into it. So thanks for watching this episode. Hope you had a good time, and I will see you in the next one. And just as a PS, 3 have already sealed, and now we're just waiting for the other 3. And
And if you like historical cooking and unusual cookbooks, here's 2 more videos you might enjoy. And make sure to like and subscribe for more foodie adventures.